Hello everybody, or whoever's there, or hello to the nobody that is there. Hello, there's a lot of people here. I've decided to go live a couple of minutes early just because I wanted to make sure that I got on the platform okay. How are you all today? I'm just going to have a little chat while there are a few people come in. If you're here, put a comment in the comments box so I know that there's somebody here that is watching. Otherwise, I just don't know whether I'm just talking to my so I will go into details with what I've been picking up so far today, because there are a few different things that I've picked up strongly, and that will be for somebody who's going to be coming in and who's going to be listening here today. Hello person, I've got a person. So we're just waiting a few minutes. I've come on early just to make sure that I got on okay, because sometimes it's a bit dodgy coming into hello, I think that's Susan by your picture, maybe, I'm not sure, sorry about this. No, it's somebody else. Hi. Yeah, I've come on a little bit early just because sometimes it's a bit weird and tricky getting on. So I'll just have a little chat before a few more people come on. I work predominantly through hearing spirit, and they also give me vision, so I see. Sometimes I will close my eyes and sometimes not, so bear with me. But they're giving me images for you, for messages that are really important to translate. So that is how I work. I've got some videos that explain that on my Facebook page as well. This morning, just while we're waiting for people to come in, I've just been using my singing bowl because I love sound, I love music, as a lot of you probably do. And I have been using that just to centre and clear the atmosphere. So I'll just do a little playing of that for you guys while you're all coming in. I got this from India. Now I was in the Himalayas, Dharamsala, up where the Dalai Lama is in exile. And I'd been travelling all over India, and I really wanted a singing bowl. And my partner at the time said, no, you can't take it, it's too heavy, you can't take it back on the aeroplane, and you've got to get the smaller one. And I said, and I played the smaller one and I played the larger one, and I went, like how? I'm taking the larger one, thanks, I'll have that one over there. And so I brought this back in my luggage from the Himalayas. So here we go, I'm just going to do a little play for you. And you can sing with it. You can have a lot of fun. Oh, I love it. So that's a Tibetan, called a Tibetan singing bell. So I've got 7 of you on now, so that's cool. Few more coming in, but what this does is it clears the air. Often if I'm going in to do house cleansings or just clearing the energy in general, sound and this sort of thing is really good to use. So I've explained how I work for the earlier people, predominantly through hearing spirit and seeing spirit. I also get really big gut instincts as well. So I'm going to rock and roll, okay, and get straight into it. Hi, Leah Cooper. Hello, Lisa Marie. Thank you for all the love hearts. That is awesome, you guys. Carolyn Francis, how are you? Leah Cooper, Sherry Collier, these familiar names. Hi Kazi, Talia, how are you going? That is so cool. So I just wanted to mention, if you ever hear, talking about sound, if you ever hear a ringing in the ears, this can often be tinnitus, but it can also be a spiritual thing where your guides are connecting with you and they are wanting to communicate, and they do this sometimes through hearing a high frequency pitch. You'll hear that in your ears. Now when you hear that, just relax and don't worry, and just pick up on whatever it is that you might be feeling or sensing. You don't need to try too hard or anything like that, but that's your guides, and they work, they talk to you at a really high frequency. It's sort of like sometimes like that. So you may have heard that. Give me the a thumbs up if you've ever heard your hairs ringing. I've never heard my hairs ringing, but I've heard my ears ringing. So, Talia, oh, you hear the ringing too, Talia. Yeah, well, you're related to me, girl, so you're in trouble. Oh my goodness, I've got just about everyone's heard their ears ringing. Their ears ringing. So quickly before we get into the readings, I've been trained by this lady here. This is going to be backwards, but you guys might remember back in the day, Lisa Williams, who she's written lots of books, but she also did a TV program called Life Among the Dead, where she did a lot of live readings and things like that. So she trains a lot of people. If anyone's keen, it's really good training. She does it online overseas for good prices too. So I just thought I would introduce one of my trainers, and another was years of shamanic study through La Savia. I'll put the links in the description if anyone is interested. Just in case you're interested in this sort of thing. So, where shall we go with this? Well, I'm going to jump in and just say this morning I heard French singing. So I started singing to warm up, and up came a lot of French singing. So that's going to be for somebody. I also had Māori singing. And interesting which I have never had before, was Arabic singing. So there is somebody who is either connected to Arabia, or there's an Arabian guide, or there's something that is coming through that is very Arabic. Okay, and that's what I was singing. The other song that I was singing was, do you remember Fred Dagg, you guys? Do you remember Fred Dagg? And that song, some of you may be too young, but that song, my old man's a dustman, he wears a dustman's hat. You know that one? He wears God blimey trousers and he lives in a council flat. Do you know that song? Anyway, good old Fred Dagg. So that actually, it sounds funny, which it is, because he was a comedian, but that's going to relate to one of your loved ones. It's going to relate to somebody who's trying to come through. Maybe somebody's father or mother loved Fred Dagg. Or maybe you do. Cheers to that. Oh, Lisa, you remember? Sherry, you remember Lisa? She is so awesome. So I'm still doing connected in with that community. Yeah, Fred, he was funny. So how this is going to work is, if you have questions. Now I am a medium as well, so I do bring through your loved ones. Sometimes they come over. Or I work psychically, and if you have any questions to do with your life or anything really important that you would like help with, then I can also tune into you and answer those with what I'm receiving. Okay. So it's important to remember any guidance that I give is just what I'm getting right now. You have the power to change anything in your life. And so a psychic can just give you an overall of what's happening at the moment, but it can be really, really helpful. So with my one-on-one sessions, it can be really awesome and helpful to get right in there and help people out with situations that they're really struggling with. Oh, I love this work. I love it. Okay, so Lisa Marie, is that Gramp used to sing it? That's sort of what I'm maybe thinking that you've said Bamp, but I think it's probably Gramp. Good old word change. So that could be your Gramp coming through. Could be. So I'm just going to scroll down here. So throw your questions up, guys. I would love to hear. I'd love to hear what you have to ask. Hello, Leah. Oh, you felt it in your belly. Oh, I'm just reading you guys' response to the singing bowl. That is cool. Scrolling down, bear with me. Here, so I can get to your questions. Oh, everyone just wants to hang out. Hey, let's just hang out. That'll be cool. We should all sing a song together, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not a Fred Dag one, though. That'd be crazy. Good afternoon, Philippa. So Leah Cooper, you're the first person to ask a question. Now, let me see. Was that you who said that your Gramps sang that song? Anyway, I'm just going to open up for you, Leah, and see what I'm receiving. Let's have a look. Any messages for Leah coming through? We've got a lot of high vibration here today. I've got a really busy environment, and I can hear tap, 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 tapping. So it's almost like tapping on keys or shoes tapping. Really busy. I see children there. It's almost like I'm looking at the preparation of a concert about to happen. And there's a lot of tapping involved. Really interesting. Let me keep looking at this. What does this have in relation to do with Leah? What advice can we give about this? Panic. You know, they've given me that song Panic in the Dance Hall. So it's like there's something maybe that's coming up that you might feel a bit nervous about doing, or a bit panicky about. I know we're in lockdown and we have limited things, so I don't know how this is working, but I just have to give you what I'm receiving. Definitely piano keys. I see piano keys, so I see there's music involved. That could be the tapping of piano keys, tapping of feet. Any other messages for Leah? Oh, I've just dropped you. Sorry guys, I just bloody dropped you off my thing. That wasn't very bloody good. Your nose dived onto my desk. Hope you didn't see any of my criminal activities down here. So a message for Leah. You know, Leah, they're showing me a bell and they're showing me music. So I do feel that interesting that you're here today, that you're connected in with sound and music. I'm picking up all of these arts for you. So what is the advice for that? They just want you to be natural, because it's natural for you to be relaxed and calm, because this is natural. So if you feel nervous, just they're telling you just to chill out and it'll all be okay. Tanya, where are you? You said what's ahead of you, you're a bit lost. Okay, Tanya, let's tune in. Okay, yes, I'm getting that. Okay. I feel as if, yes, they're showing me darkness, which doesn't mean anything bad, but it's just that it's the ability to not be able to see clearly beyond that. What advice can we give Tanya? Please show me. What advice? I feel like maybe a little bit of sadness and depression there, because I just feel a little bit, my tummy's just sunk there. So you may be going through a little bit of feeling that way. What can help her through this? They want you to write down your feelings, so they want you to write things down. They're talking about your papa. So either he was quite respected, there's someone in your family called Papa. So they want you to remember or to go to this person. Papa. I can see him, a small man, not much hair. Who is this? in your family, Papa. And so Papa, I feel like there was an element. Was there a spiritual element to you, Papa? Yes, he shows me a stick, so I believe so. So Papa is come right in now, and he's standing there, and it seems like he was wobbly, perhaps towards the end of his life. If this is not Papa, think immediately of someone who this relates to. He had very, very short hair, almost shaven. He may have got unwell. And he's wobbly on his legs, but he's strong spiritually. Papa, what message have you got? He's stamping his stick on the ground. Now, a lot of older gentlemen that I've known, especially Maori, they stamp their stick on the ground. And I've always been trying to figure out what it means. You guys might know. I feel like it means the ground, you've got the power. You know, the power is there in the ground, the earth beneath your feet. Get out in the garden, get out in nature. I feel like you've been stuck inside, and that you need to move outside and get into the natural world very much. The wind in your hair, they want the wind in your hair. My dear, they do, they really do. Diet, nutrition, exercise, they're telling me, will make you feel better as well. There's some sadness to work through. I feel like there's some sadness, and releasing that sadness is good. Either having a good cry or writing is what they'd said. Thank you, Papa. He had big eyes. He was very interesting, this man, whoever he was. Quite unusual coloured eyes. Thank you for coming in, Papa. Okay, thank you, kia ora. Okay, so he's moved on now. I hope that helps for you, but there's definite help from the other side for you. That's for certain. Hello, Carolyn. I might say hello to people twice as well. Whoa. For some reason my comments reverse all the way back up to the end. Oh, you're welcome, Tanya. Rowan Peter. So this is quite personal. I cannot accept that I lost my first moko a couple of months ago. Any messages for me? Ooh, I'm sorry, and I feel very, very sad. I do feel the feelings that people have. It's hard to accept when something passes. Grief is a process that you can't hurry, and it will take time. I'm getting a lot of shivers, so I will tune in for you, but I'm just reconfirming for you that that it's okay that at the moment you can't accept it, that you know, it's one of those things that you do come to when you're ready, you know, when you're ready to. I've got great shivers over my body, so I was definitely supposed to answer this question today. So I'm just going to tune in. I'm really sorry you've been through that. Anyone who has lost a child, I mean, I want to cry. I feel like that. Anyone who has lost a child, especially, you know, your first grandchild or your child or whoever it is, it's very, very hard. So you've lost your first moko. Okay, let's have a look here. What message can we give? I see you're quite an intelligent lady. They showed me glasses. Oh, I can see them on your profile, but they did show me you wearing glasses. You live quite neatly. I mean, I'm sorry I'm getting all this, but they're just giving me pointers on who you are. I can see you standing at a bench. So you do things well. And so this is hard for you because you don't... You got shivers too. Yeah, I've got them all up and down. My hairs are on end. they're just showing me a bit about your life, that you're a very organized person, that so this is really throwing you. I mean, it would throw anyone, but it's really throwing you because it's not something you can control, you know. So it's really hard when you can't control it because you like things really organized. That's what I'm picking up here. So any messages to really help with this situation? Well, I hear a lot of children. I first heard a baby crying. Roanne, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I feel like there will be more children along, not that that can cover losing one, but I feel as if you've got a larger whānau, there will be more people, there will be more coming. Okay, so just realise that sometimes a soul leaves because it's not quite right, but sometimes they come back again. And that's the message I'm really been given strongly, that particular soul will come back again in your family when the time is right. So that's what I've been given. I mean, of course you have to still go through the grief process, but this sometimes is just a little bit of information. I feel like a boy. They're giving me a boy, and I hear a lot of children playing. What else can we give her? Rowan, let's have a look. Lots of shivers. So I'm seeing a lot of children playing rurally down by a river, and they're just running around, and there's happiness. So I feel like that when you work through your grief of losing that moko, that you'll see and understand. Of course you will. You know you're an intelligent lady, but grief doesn't work on intelligence level. That there will be happiness. So I see happiness with children in the future. I don't just tell you what you want to hear either. I am really honest with what I pick up, because I think that's helpful to people. So I see barefoot children running around near a river, and a little girl wearing shorts. I see all these children, and I see a couple of older people, especially an older woman, I don't know who she is, it could be yourself, wearing a sun hat by the river, laughing at it. I don't feel like you're an old woman, but you're not really young. So I feel like you are overseeing these children and looking at them, and it's a really nice scene. So I feel like, what can help her through her grief? Please tell me. They're showing me memories and photos. They want you to look at memory and photos, and that will help the tears flow, because it's in the tears that the grief is released, or at least some of it at little times as you go along. So they want you to do that, because then that can help you to, accept it is the first part. And I guess that will help just by looking at the pictures. They're wanting you to look at old memories, in the family. There might be items. That's what they're talking about. I really hope that helps you. I really feel for you and anyone who loses anyone. It's so hard. Hello, Shining Light from Australia. Yay! Oh, where were you? It's funny how it jumps around. Good afternoon, Philippa Dempsey. Okay, let's jump down here. Bear with me, people. I should sing a song for you, really, shouldn't I, while I'm doing this? Amazing grace. Oh my God, what was I just singing? Yes, it has been long, Crystal and Vibrance. It has been long. It's been long. I have been going through my own health issues. I will explain that to you people one day. What is happening for me? It's a big happening in my life. So anyone with health issues, I know what I was singing, but anyone with big health issues, I can really resonate. I can understand what's happening, how it feels actually. So you were blessed with another moko a week later. Interesting. That's what I was picking up, and I feel like there's going to be more, and it will be happy. And I wonder if it's the same soul. I feel like it might be the same soul. I feel like it might be the same soul that's come back. Yeah. So that's kind of nice, isn't it? Leah, you are nervous about your trips to Queenstown. Okay, alright, yeah, travelling alone. I can understand that. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. So, I don't know, what are you going for, a concert? I don't know, there's something happening that you're going down there for. It's you grow from travelling alone. It's good. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Here's who I was looking for. Angela. Thank you. Angela Colpin. I have had an awful time with anxiety and depression and moved house, which was a terrible decision. I have not moved back to my original location. Any advice on this? So first thing I want to say is that you almost have answered your own question. It's almost, and I will ask Spirit, but it's almost as if you know you've made a terrible decision, or you feel like you've made a terrible decision, and you said, I have moved back to my original location. Let me just get that right. I've had an awful time with depression. I have moved back to my original location. Any advice on this? Trying to understand what you're meaning here. I've had an awful time with it and moved house, which was a terrible. I have moved back to my original location. So I'm taking it that your original location was the terrible decision. Oops, I have moved back. Kia ora, Charmaine. Was that the good decision or the bad decision? Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look here. I feel like it was a better decision for you to move back. That's what I'm getting. If you can feed me back that, because I was just trying to understand the question. Good decision moving back. Yeah, that's what I was picking up. Excellent. Okay, so let me have a look here. So the question really is about the anxiety and the depression. Okay, all right, let's have a look at this, Angela. Can you give me guidance about Angela and her anxiety and depression? Oh, we've got a lot of down people at the moment. I'm not surprised with what's going on in the world. There's so much going on, isn't there? I mean, we really are dealing with a lot of issues. Let's have a look. Yeah, I see you sitting there with not much movement, which is usually the way. They're showing me your feet, and they're bare. They often show me people's feet into relation to what they're doing in life. And they're showing me bare feet. And I don't quite know what that means. They're showing me potatoes. It's like they want you to go and garden. It's like they want you to get out in the garden. We had one of these before. It is very good for people that are depressed to be out in nature and to move their bodies, move the body and get the blood pumping around the body is what they're stressing. there's a lot of similarity between you and someone who I read for just before. I'm picking up on something similar. What else can we offer? There's a real stillness, and maybe you're lonely. There's a real stillness, and I feel a sense of loneliness. They want to offer you flowers. There's someone over here who wants to offer you flowers. There she is. I've got an old lady here who wants to offer you flowers, and she's calling me love. There you go, love. And she's bringing in these flowers for you. So I don't know whether you've received flowers or you look at flowers, but this is really healthy for you. So she's someone in your family. She's an old lady who's passed over. She's smaller in stature. She had long hair. Maybe not when she passed. It's talking about her death. It was a while ago, love. It was a while ago. So she died a while ago. What advice about depression can we give your person? She's pointing at you and pointing at the ground. What can you tell me about this? There, the whenua. So again, get out onto the ground. That's where you will find your healing is out on the ground. And with flowers. I just keep getting given flowers. Maybe you need to grow them. This is a message. Any other message for her before we move on? Yeah, you're definitely not feeling very well lately. That's for certain. Maybe even physically. I'm not saying that that's going to continue or anything. I'm just picking up how you may have been feeling, but I'm well. With the feet, they keep showing me the feet. Interesting. And the potatoes. So we're just going around in a circle. Feet, potatoes, gardening, flowers. Anything else? There's something about a prize. So she wants me to tell you that there's going to be some kind of prize that either you're going to win or that you're going to receive a prize. So that's always good. Cheers to winning a prize, I say. We all deserve a prize, don't we, in this time? I hope that helps, Angela. I hope that helps. Angela, thank you. Yes, I have multiple chronic illnesses to which I can't have help. Can't have helped with the anxiety and the depression. I think that's what it is, Angela. They were showing me the feet. There's something about I don't think there's something wrong with your feet necessarily, but they're showing me you sitting, and perhaps that's it. Where when we're sick and we can't move our bodies around, we can get anxious and depressed because we are unwell and it's hard. So nature is what they're going to tell you is going to make you lighter and clear out your system and make you feel better. Even plant remedies, or just being around the flowers, you'll absorb the energy of nature, and that's how it works. Okay, so let's have a look here. Philippa, what are you saying here? Amazing Grace is the song I sang at Tūtangi for friends, baby, and my dad, Parata, who was a friend of mine. Oh, that's cool. Well, sometimes that just happens. They just will sing a song through me. I'm still wondering what this Arabic connection is. Is there anyone here who has a connection with Arabia? Maybe it was my guides coming through. I don't know. And France, there was definitely a French person. And also, if you can let me know if you've got a connection. Oh, someone already did with my old man's a dustman. That is okay. That's good. That's nice feedback, guys. Thanks for that. Crystal Hika, kia ora! How are you? How are you doing? I hope things are going good for you. Yep. You are welcome, Rowan. I hope that helped well. Doo-ba-dum-bum. Iraq. So Karen Francis, Iraqi. So there was something coming through there for, interesting. So you've got a connection with Iraq because there was definitely singing from there. So you've got some people coming through, some ancestors, definitely. Angela, thank you. Anxiety came on so suddenly and strongly that I didn't know how to cope. I'm sorry about that. I'm making slow improvements now. Anxiety is a really overwhelming one to struggle with, isn't it? And so any tools that you can have to help anxiety, they're helpful. Whatever it might be, exercise, slow, deep breathing. There's lots of techniques that can help with anxiety. So you've got a son-in-law, Carolyn, that is from Iraq. Okay, so we got España, we got some Spanish. It wasn't Spanish, I was definitely singing French. Very interesting though. Very interesting. Adele. Hello, Adele. I'd love to hear if you have any insight into the recent passing of my sister-in-law. Okay, so I'm not getting an older person. So I'm getting a younger person. Not young, but not an old lady. What insight to do with the sister-in-law? The sister-in-law's passing. It's alright, I'm just learning to trust what I'm getting here. So what they're showing me is an image of her slipping away quickly. So it's as if she didn't die a long death. And I just want to reflect whether that is correct, because they actually show me an image of her slipping over. I don't necessarily think she passed by slipping over, but that it was fast, like a quick occurrence, a quick happening, whether it was an accident, but they're showing me her slipping over quickly. I feel like she was sporty. This woman was sporty. The sister-in-law, I feel like she was sporty. If I'm tuning into the correct person, I've got a fair-headed lady here who was sporty. If it's not your sister-in-law, if you can think of somebody else in your family who might fit that description, because sometimes others pop through and it's not the person that you've asked about, and it really throws the person who's just like, no, they weren't like that, and they're like, oh fuck, that was Auntie Jude though, like that often happens. So I'm picking up this woman, and I feel like I'm not hitting the nail on the head for you, and there's a big question. There's a big question that you're wanting to ask me here, and I feel like I'm not hitting the nail on the head with it. Oh, you're sure it's her? Okay, well, I'm glad. Okay, good. Yeah, there's just this emphasis on dying quickly. Would you like me to have a chat with her? What information can I pass through to Adele? You're a scream. I feel like you got on with her because she's calling you a scream. This woman was so vibrant, and you almost think, why had she passed? You know, why had she passed? Because someone's there and then they're gone. And she had a lot of energy, and she was an incredible person, and you could see her moving around, and she may have been slightly conservative, but not. Like, she was also a bit crazy, not crazy, but you know, she had a really funny, spontaneous personality as well. That's what I'm picking up with her. A really cool kind of chick, actually. So what advice can we pass Adele? I just want to see what she's telling, what she's giving. She wants to know about your death. She said it came so fast. It was like a blanket being pulled from underneath her. She says she's loved the time that she was spending with you, and the most important message is not how she died, although I think there's questions around that, but it's how she lived, and she wants you to remember that. Now, I do feel a bit sick around my stomach in relation to her, which can indicate illness as well. So it could be that she did get unwell and then, but I don't feel like she lingered. She's talking about a habit. She's talking about a habit. And she's free now. She's free now. So she wants you to know that. Yeah, lots of love and laughter. I feel like she had a lot of love and laughter in life, and I feel like she's also got a lot of love and laughter in death. She's showing me a little dog. She's showing me she had a good life. I almost feel like people feel like it's a shame that she passed, which of course it is, but you know how sometimes you feel as if someone's got their whole life ahead of them? It's a little bit like that, but it was right, you know, it was the right time to go. I am feeling a little sick in my tummy, so I feel like there was perhaps some illness there. I hope that helps. So she's just letting you know that she's okay. She's good. She's happy over there. She's happy. So that's good. Oh, Angela, your grandmother who passed away, your closest person, always says love. Yeah, well, often when they come through, they'll always talk how they spoke, how they did in real life. Like they have moved to a higher level often, but they will always come and communicate to you as the person they were, so that you know that you can identify them. So some I've had that just swear like crazy, and I've had to start saying, you know, oh, this guy's swearing like crazy, and you know, and using the swear words because that's how that person spoke. That's the reality. And so so you like they do have their personalities are still the same. Yeah. And just scoot through to the end there. You're welcome, Adele. Oh, I also wanted to mention, if I've got spammers, which there's usually probably 355,000 of them whenever you do a live, if anyone is instant messaging you into your box, just ignore them, or asking for readings. There's probably some here, they block me so I can't see them. Then they're just scamming you. They will take your money. If they were legitimate, they would be doing what I was doing. Yeah, they'd be giving you guys readings and have pages set up. If they do have pages set up, check their reviews. Make sure they have a lot of good reviews. Okay, so that's just keeping you safe, because it's wild out here on the internet. You may very well have people asking you for readings. I won't ever ask anybody for a reading. It's in the spiritual ethics. You always have to wait for somebody to come to you. You never go to somebody, excuse me. Occasionally you may have a message you get given that you have to pass on, but you have to be very, very careful. That is the correct procedure. I sound like a doctor. That it's the correct procedure. All right, pass the knife, please. We need, yes. No. Okay. Let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, Adele, you have a deep connection to France from past lives. Yes, 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 and this can happen because guides come through and start singing. Your guides and things will come through and start communicating, and that's what can happen. Crystalline Vibrance, who has been offering some helpful advice to people here. So you are asking if anything flows in for me. I would love to know. Let's see what flows in for you, Crystalline. Let's see. I think I've worked with you before and there's been channeling that has come through. So I'm getting, like, I'll explain the image that I'm getting is a huge amount of movement coming from a higher level down, like this, to you, like a big air current. And when I look at that, I feel as if that's information and knowledge being passed down to you. Wow, I see you get up and do a somersault. I don't know if you do yoga, but they're showing me when this energy comes down and you receive it into your body, then you're going to move your body in order to integrate this energy. This is what it feels like. With Chalice. I know someone called Chalice, but I don't know if that... Yeah, I see you doing roly-polies, like roly-polies, but like yoga sort of stances. So there may be an encouragement to work with the body in order to bring to integrate these energies. What else is happening here? I feel like also that how do I put this? So what I see also is there could be people around you who may be talking not so great things about you. So I feel like if you set up some good protection just for those people out there, sometimes if there's jealous people in the world or there's just stuff going on, sometimes it's really nice to set up protection. So you imagine yourself in a big golden light or a blue light, or you can set up a big blue electric fence around your whole house that goes right over your whole house. You do that in your mind, and that can actually really help to protect you. I hear you talking to me that you don't really need the protection, which is probably true, but I feel like you might have a little bit of that around you. So just to let you know, to be aware. It's always good to be aware. It's always good to be aware. Yes, that's what can happen. Anything else? I think that's everything I've got for you. They're just showing me the same scene over and over, so they haven't given me anything new. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. That's what they said. Oh my God, yes, that's what I was actually feeling and almost wrote down. So thank you. Okay, good. So that's what I saw. I'm always careful because I don't want to frighten people, or give like, you want to word things carefully, but I did see some energy flying towards you. So, but I think you'll be okay doing your yoga, doing those things, bringing in higher mind things, working on you. The biggest power that you have, not just you, anyone has. If you feel like you're ever under any kind of energetic attack from anyone, which is often caused by jealousy or whatever it might be, is to do what you love. Really do what you love, and that is your power, because then that increases your energy field, and it just can't get in, or even if it gets in a little bit, your system will flush it through quite quickly. So yeah, that's my best advice for that. I get that too. I do get that. Okay. Oh, you do feel like you do need the protection. Well, okay, just let me just key in here. What can give Crystalline the protection? Don't say rabbit's ears. I don't know, I have to pass it on. They've said rabbit's ears. So maybe it could be comedy. I don't know. There is something there, and that is a funny thing, because laughter also brings protection. These are powerful tools. Shedding some tears may help, because it brings, that will just help the system. And but really they're showing me the body movement in the yoga. Yeah, that's what they're showing me. Being with friends, I see you outside in the evening drinking a hot cup of tea. Being with people you love, who can nourish you. That's the message that I get. I feel like you've got a really good team of friends around you, so I think hanging out with them is going to be very powerful for you. I think you're going to be okay. It's one of those lessons sometimes we have to learn in protecting ourselves. We become stronger. Oh, psychic protection. That's a big one, isn't it? Hi, Stace Hakopa. I recognise your name. You're welcome, Crystalline. So Renee, kia ora Renee, I'd love to receive, that's my sister's name. Should I say that live? I don't know, but I just did. I'd love to receive some guidance right now. Renee Garland. Renee Garland. What advice? Travel comes in my mind. I don't know. Travel comes in my mind for you. Which goes against all the COVID, everything. But I just have to tell you what I'm getting. Messages for Renee. Messages for Renee. They're showing me an oven, Renee. So that might not be a message that you want to hear. But they're showing me an oven, a kitchen, a nice kitchen, a glass of wine. What is this one all in aid of for Renee? I'm just going to ground myself for a second, because I'm feeling like a heap of energy coming through my body. Grab my hematite. This is very good grounding. Hematite's very good grounding. For Renee, they're showing me footsteps. You walking towards something. You've got like a nice small sneaker shoe on. What are you walking towards? I feel like maybe walking and contemplating and walking into a future, another direction. And you're thinking about it and you're tentative because you're not quite sure what direction to go in. They're talking about the cooking, baking and cooking. So if that makes sense to you. Something about being a mother. There could be that you're looking for something else as well. And there's a journey. You just started out on the journey. Showing me a cake. Are you going to be baking? Are you like going to be catering for somebody? Like, is there some kind of, are you going to create a YouTube channel which showing people how to make stuff? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's like there's something to do with this food in the kitchen. Showing me really nice white sneaker shoes and another type of sneaker shoes. So I feel like you might like to walk in her own fitness. They're saying the word confusion. So I think you're at a point where you feel a little bit confused about what to do and where to go. So what should she do? It's about getting out of our minds and following our gut instincts. And I was having a really good talk to my sister on the phone about this last night, about following intuition even though it goes against logic. So follow the intuition rather than the logic or what people are telling you what you should do or what you think you should do. Go with what feels right, and that is the key. So you've been thinking of making healing balm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. So this is a big yes. This is a big ups because I am getting shivers all over my body. I'm getting shivers all over my body. Thank you. So yes, that is it. I feel like you're going to make in a kitchen. And in fact, you might, I don't know what your personality, well, I probably could know what your personality is like, but I feel like it could go further, like even you might start training people. So that could be on an online platform like YouTube or Instagram or whatever. You might even upload photos if you feel too shy or whatever it is. I feel like you're going to share your knowledge as you're working it through and maybe create some small courses and just, gently, one step at a time at first. But I feel like this is a big yes for you, Renee. Nice, man. I'll buy one of your healing balms. So I want to work with you here, Ashley. I've worked with you a few times before, but you got an interesting question here. Why are my cards saying I have danger coming? Should I be worried? Okay, I'll just come back quickly, Ashley. Renee, you've said I have been thinking about moving away from it. So that was okay. The footsteps, maybe that was what they were referring to. I'm just going to go back and tune in because I want to make sure this is correct. What is correct for Renee here? Well, there's a sense of frustration. What direction should Renee go in? So should she continue with the healing balms? Can you please confirm or deny? Let's have a look. It's all, they're giving me a half kuru like this. I don't know what this means. Birth, new beginning. I feel like maybe this might lead to somewhere else. I do. What's happening to you? It's like you're walking into the bush. So these healing balms, is it rongoa? Is it native remedies? There's something here. I feel like it's going to adapt and evolve into something new, something different than what you've been doing. So it's a new path for you. Take it with you. So the big message I'm getting with you is that they're showing me a rucksack, or I can't talk, a rucksack, and you're putting your healing balms in and you're taking it with you on your journey. So you're not letting it go, but you're moving somewhere else and you're doing different things and you're learning different things. That's what they've given me. So you're not going to totally let it go, but it's going to evolve into something else. You're going to you're going to take them with you. Yeah, that's it. That is it. So I'm going to jump back to Ashley. Pardon me, Ashley. It was just I want to make sure that I get the correct messages coming through, because they give you visuals and you have to make sure you've got the correct meaning, and they do auditory, they do speak too, so that really helps. Kia ora. Nice work. So for you, Ashley, I'll do Ashley and one more because then my time is up, otherwise I get really tired, but I've really enjoyed reading for you guys. It's been so good, it's been a while, so it's nice actually doing this. So why are my cards saying I have a danger coming? Should I be worried? Sometimes with cards we can draw them and get really, really worried, like we draw the Tower or we draw whatever, and sometimes it's like, oh my god, but it can mean, like the Tower can mean a change that is better, that needs to happen, that is good, you know, crumbling of old things that need to go. So we have to be careful sometimes, and we've all been there. I do it too. So let me tune in for you, Ashley. Why should I? Well, don't be worried to begin with, because even if danger comes, then just deal with it at the time. Now let's have a look. Ashley, what's happening with Ashley and her question with danger coming? Okay, so I see huge changes. So this could be why that you're interpreting it as danger. So they showed me lightning. Now lightning, when it strikes or it's in the air, it's very, very powerful transformations. That is what they showed me. What else did they show me? So, okay, they're showing, okay, so they're showing me that there's going to be a huge shake-up for you. Not necessarily bad, but hold on to the seat of your pants. So that could be why it's coming up in the cards that there's danger. It's not so much that you're going to get hurt or there's something dangerous. It's that there's this massive big change that's going to come along in your life, and it could shake things up a bit. What advice can we give for her to help through this period of time? Because we all go through those times. We're all kind of going through it now, actually, really, aren't we? So what advice can we give, Ashley? They're showing me there's someone here, like an ancestor, and they're showing me a smoothing action. So actually smooth things out in any way that you can in your life. They want you to bring in steady and anything that's going to keep you feeling really calm, relaxed and soothed during this time. That's going to help. They're showing me angelic help. So I'm not sure what's happening. You've been reading books about psychic phenomena, is that right, from previous readings that I've done with you? I'm just trying to remember that, whether that was you or someone else. But they're showing me angelic help. So they do want you to ask for help by your angels, particularly angels and guides, to get through that time. So it's not going to be really, really like, I don't see it as anything really bad going to happen, but there does look like there's going to be a bit of a shake-up. Remain calm is the biggest message. Remain calm. Is that you, Ashley? Is there a death in my family? That's something that I don't really want to say. They haven't told me that. They haven't said that. That's something that I don't really want to ask, simply because it can cause great concern and panic, and death is natural and sometimes we just have to take it as it comes, you know. So I don't want you to feel worried, otherwise it could add to your worry more, if you know what I mean, and I don't want that to happen. I feel a grandmother's presence, if that makes sense for you. I feel like a grandmother's presence, okay? A grandmother, alright? But whatever happens, just relax and remain calm and you're going to be okay. Well, you could be right, Ashley. Go with your intuition. That could be right. Go with your intuition if you feel that there might be someone who's going to pass. It's just that that's not something that I'm going to ask Spirit to tell me, because it can cause distress, you know. So we don't want that. Let's take life as it is. Yeah, your grandmother's alive. That's okay. I just had an image of a grandma. And I'm going to choose one more of you gorgeous people today. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our little sesh here. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back my Bonnie to me. So if there's anyone out there who can bring back my Bonnie to me, bring it on. No, just kidding. So I've got an old man who was singing that. There was an old person singing that. So it could be for you, Ashley. Yeah, they give me songs to hand through to people. It's nice. Okay, one more question. No. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I'm going to have a good rest of the day now that I've come on. It's been really good. Okay, last one. Rosalind. Also, guys, just to let you know, it really helps if after this is finished or even during, if you can share my posts. I would really appreciate it if you feel comfortable doing that. If you don't, I absolutely understand. It just helps me. Now, let's see. I would love some guidance. Am I on the right track? It's a bit shaky at the moment. Oh, we're getting a lot of shaky stuff, aren't we? Okay. Alright, last one. I don't know about you guys, but it's really hot where I am at the moment. Would love some guidance. Am I on the right track? This is a bit challenging, Rosalind. Wow, what's happening for you, Rosalind? Am I on the right track? Well, immediately they've given me like a water slide ride. Zoom! Something moving very, very quickly. What is this meaning? Can you tell me? Right path, but there may be some days that feel wrong. So they said right path, wrong day. So it might be that it's a matter of timing for you, but something's going to move very quickly or is moving very quickly. I don't know what this water slide is about, but it's really fast. So there's going to be some fast action in your life, or there is currently some fast action in your life at the moment. Yes, it's not a path, it's a water slide. What else for Rosalind? It's knocking you around a bit. So as you go down the water slide, you're kind of getting mouthfuls of water, you're being spun around. I feel like that's the challenge. Things are going so quickly, and you're being thrown around. It's a bit of a tricky one. Just before everyone jumps off, I will be back on again to do lives, and also I jump into my page and have a look at my services if you're interested in a one-on-one reading. I can get in and do a lot of really deeper work and nitty gritty with personal relationships or career or health and healing. I also do shamanic healing as well. So if you're ever interested, then do that. And I'd be grateful if you could share this session. That would be beautiful. It would be beautiful, but please do not feel like you need to, because there is personal stuff here too. Rosalind, so yes, some days I feel like it is all right, then some days a bit all over the place. Yeah, that's what I was feeling like, different day, different, yes, exactly. Oh, thank you, Crystalline, thank you so much. There's a real help for me, there's a real help. Rosalind, what other information? They're giving me a star and I feel tears. I feel like that it gets quite intense on some days, that you might get really quite upset. I feel the upset of it. And we've all been in jobs where sometimes we feel really quite upset about a day or what has happened in a day. Can you show me what direction what approach Rosalind should take? First of all, they're saying you should be calm because you've been thrown around. So we want to be calm. You know, if you get thrown around, being calm is good. They're showing me shoes again. So I always get shown shoes. What sort of shoes? Quite nice shoes, Rosalind. I think you might dress up quite nicely sometimes. Or at least they're showing me a nice pair of shoes, but they also showed me sneakers as well. So doing some exercise might be very, very good for the stress that, you know, when you're having stressful days. Why are they showing me porridge? They're showing me porridge. So there could be something to do with eating as well. So in order to help with your stress management. They're showing me someone throwing porridge at a window. What's happening here? Is this something to do with children? They might be adding to your stress. You're saying to me, ha ha ha, not for a long time. I'm not quite sure what that was an answer to, but yeah, kids like porridge, that's it. So they're showing me like this porridge being flung around the place. I have no idea why they're showing me this. I don't know, they're just showing me children. They're showing me children. Not getting dressed up. So maybe getting dressed up might be good for you, because they very quickly, they chucked in a pair of high heel shoes, which I just don't feel like is you. I don't feel like it's you. But it could be that, like, maybe it's nice for you to get dressed up. Maybe not in high heel shoes, but they just use that as a symbol. But might be nice for you to take care of yourself and get really dressed up sometimes and feel really good inside of yourself. And I think that can really help, you know, with stress levels as well, because you're really loving on yourself. You know, you're doing something really good for yourself. So, this sums up the kids at the moment. Okay, thanks. It's just so look, I think it's about stress. As well, like work stress and home stress as well. So all those things. The clear message I'm being given here, okay, is for you to take care of yourself. Number one, like give yourself some pampering. That's the message, is giving yourself some pampering and care, and that will help with all aspects of your life. And we all need to hear that. So, yeah, no more porridge slinging, that's what I think. So that winds it up for today. People, thank you for tuning in. And I'm endeavouring to be on more. I have had health issues where I've been, I do have to go in and out of hospital, and I'll talk to you guys about that someday. I will put up on my wall when I'm coming back on again. Take care, and much Good energy and blessings for you all. Okay, bye people. Take care. Bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.